It's pretty snappy. Oh yeah, I definitely want to remap that. Alright, so if I go... Hey, there's a notification I just went live. Cool. So I must be live. Go ahead, stop there. Oh, no, stop. There we go. Don't want to siphon away that. Then I go up here and I press that. Then I move you over there. Then I do this. Look at that. Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo, and I just unboxed my Pixelbook. I'm in the process of kind of setting things up. I don't yet know how anything and everything is going to work outright, but this is fun. I'm still learning like what things do. The Android apps seem to have just been seamlessly installed. I don't know what this one does or how I can open it. How do I open it? Okay, that's fine, but how do I see that the Google app? But that's Play Store. How do I? Okay, where's the thing I put on the? I'm a little confused. For the most part, oh look, you can do stylus. There's stylus tools that become enabled, so it must recognize that the pen is nearby. Let's see here. If I do this, if I press and hold and then do this. Oh, cool, yeah. Get the most out of Google Assistant.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant. I can help you find what you need
and
get things done.
Nice sound.
If you need help, just ask, what can you do? So, how can I help?
What can you do?
Here are some things to try. You can say things like, set a reminder, or set a timer. Just swipe to see more suggestions.
Do you like Star Wars?
I like Star Wars a lot. I'd be a stormtrooper for Halloween, but I think I'm a little short.
I'm in love. I'm in love. This is obviously the Pixelbook loves Star Wars. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I am playing with my new toy. Basically, that's why I was a few minutes late, just wondering honestly if I could get a couple of things installed, and they installed just fine. Now I've got to like effectively configure this to my liking. Working through what this thing does, that thing does, how to configure this, that, or the other thing. But yeah, for the most part, this is going to be more than suitable. It's a laptop. It's going to be able to do just about everything that I might want it to do or need it to do. I'm not noticing anything that's egregiously bad. There's some things that I think I would have appreciated. In terms of design being a bit different. But for the most part, everything seems to be clean, responsive, different. I don't know where the brightness of the screen, where that level happens to be, or if I can even get to it outright. I'm not seeing it anywhere when I look at the keys. Like the one thing I need to do right away is like change the keyboard. Like I have to map the control key to Alt and the Alt key to Control. I remember having to do that before on the old Chromebook because I'm a Mac user. So you get used to things that are somewhat differently mapped. Like the undo is different. Like I'm used to Command, not Control, which is really really funny. There's settings. Device? Would I go into there? Device? No, that isn't really displays. There we go. That's what I want. Device. Displays. Where did it go? I just saw it. There we go. Displays. Internal display. Okay, arrangement. That did not help. Orientation. Resolution. Oh, wow. Oh, I can bump up the resolution? Whoa! Whoa! That's a little high. Dude, that's amazing. 2400 by 1600 native. 1800 by 1200. That's not bad. That's a little tiny, but I love that. That's cool. I like that you can change the resolution. That's clean. Internal display changed. Font may be a little small. Can I zoom? No, I can't. I'm trying on my Mac shortcuts. No, I didn't mean to launch the assistant. I don't know if I can change the brightness on this thing. Yeah, that's. How do I turn down? Oh, do I have to hold it? Oh, I type. I see if I do that. Hey Google. This one triggered. I didn't want this one to trigger. Let me type in because I'm triggering both of them at the same time. Let's do this. How do I turn up brightness? It's not as bright as... and the search result is adjusting brightness in Windows 8 gateway support for gateway Is gateway still around? I don't even think they're still around. Yeah, I don't need that. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing it, Lloyd. I'm not sure. Tell it to turn down the brightness. Hey Google. No, it's triggering it's triggering my phone. I want it to trigger the Chromebook outright, and I'm not sure if that's going to do it because I see a back button, which is nice, and a built-in back button, a built-in refresh button, full screen. That's also nice, immersive. Like a task switcher menu. Interesting. Configuration. Oh, there we go. Got it. Couldn't figure it out. They're gears. So brightness is the gear. Why would brightness be a gear? That's what was throwing me off. Okay, well, I figured it out, everybody. I figured it out. I'm setting off your Google Home. I'm sorry, dude. Hey, Google, stop turning on if you're not my voice. I didn't even trigger my own, so if it triggered you, triggered! You know what they do need to add? They do need to add a night mode on here, I will note. That would be nice for them to do. Yeah, you know, the performance is, it's seemingly solid. There's seemingly a little bit of jank, but not, you know, absolutely horrific. Clean-ish. See here. So I can do control. Yeah, all right. So I've remapped everything. I'm good. I'm like, Google Chrome releases. This is what I always go here and scroll. Because there's usually... Oh, yeah, that's a clean scroll, dude. That's a very clean scroll. I can also get the Discord chat from here and pin it, which is awesome. There we go. Keyboard is really nice. The keyboard is very nice. You know, for a web surfing machine, this is solid. Not seeing any more jank. I see a lot less jank on Chrome OS than I do on, in some cases, Mac OS and certainly iOS. The only thing I wish I had was, I gotta figure out if I can do certain things that I can't normally do, or can't do without configuration. So I've got a lot of tweaking that I need to do, including changing my avatar. There we go, avatar changed. Woot! Now I have my face on the screen. I'm home. Ah. Wow. It's nice. It's not. It's definitely clean. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. There are, you know, different apps that you can install, like Android apps. Like, I think that calculator, that needs to be updated. I think the calculator is an Android app. I don't think it's an iOS app. No, not an iOS app. A Chrome OS app. Or is it new? It's got a green sidebar, and you can resize it and everything like that. But it's not a web page. It's got to be. It's got to be an Android app. Then there is, let's see here, the camera. Let's see what kind of camera we're looking at here. Oh, it's not horrible. I would say it's fairly standard as far as these webcams are concerned. What's that do? Toggle filters. Oh, I see. So it gives you there's a handful of filters. That's not really usable. I mean, it's not a perfect webcam, but you know, in terms of doing video conferencing, it's ample. That's one area I wish they would have improved over all this time. I do think that's a 1080p camera, though. I don't think that's 720p. Yeah, so that is Android calculator? Oh, no, that's, I see. Someone else made it and called it Android calculator. Oh, you sneaky bastard. Twosome says that apparently my voice triggered his Google Home Mini, too. My voice is just a common voice, I guess. Jason Casto, glad you are here as well. You can join us in Discord chat in case you wanted to, join us in Discord chat. Right now, I'm just nerding out over the setup process. I'm setting up my Chrome OS device, my Pixelbook. Yeah, it's clean. The extensions I want to use seem to work just fine. Oh, I can't. I want to launch settings using that keyboard shortcut, and there's no keyboard shortcut for settings. But what's interesting is that it's system-wide. system-wide settings, not just the browser settings. It's entirely system-wide. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to tweak with. Google Play Store. Yeah, manage Android preferences. Here we go. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and then you jump into Android, and then wow, it's a completely different thing. 17 apps, 17 Android apps, even the Google app. How do I? But where do I get to the Google app? How do I launch apps on here? I mean, oh, I guess I can search Google. No, that's not what I want. Okay, Google Photos then. Google Photos just launches the Google Photos, like the web application. Scrolls a little better. The Google Photos scrolls a little better than definitely than Safari, and certainly better than the desktop. That's nice. That works. Anything else I should be testing for y'all? Happy to do it. The touchpad thing works fine too. I'm happy with that. Pretty responsive. Everything that I would want it to be, need it to be. What's interesting is I could launch that from the rear.
I came to look at it.
Are you here to admire it?
Yes.
Careful, because I got things out and about that she should not be touching. About device. Android version 7.1.1.
I'm setting you up.
Okay, baby. Hang on. We're going to check chat. Which side are the window controls, left or right? I don't know. I can't really tell. Hang on, baby. Where can we take Jedi? Where can we go? I got an idea. Let's do this. StarWars.com.
It looks really nice.
Oh. Really? Oh, apparently Star Wars is not HTTPS.
Dad?
Yes, boo.
What's this one?
This is a Chromebook, sweetie. This is a Pixelbook. Let's try that again. There we go. Look at that.
Oh!
We can go to Star Wars on it.
I want that.
You want that? Which one? Careful,
I
baby.
want to watch that.
You want to watch this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's make sure the volume's turned down a bit. Okay, because we don't have rights to rebroadcast, but I will move it full screen. What do you think? Is it a nice screen?
Yeah. Like it.
You know, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, like the display quality is ample, but it's like there's a bit of a blur to it compared to what I've been used to on a Mac OS screen. There's a bit more of a blur to the elements. I don't think that's tied into the refresh rate or necessarily the display controller. It just could be the quality of the screen, the LCD that's being used. I mean, it's nice. It's a solid screen. It's a nice screen, and it could maybe. I've noticed this though. Even when I'm scrolling, the elements they're not as bold as I think they could be. Like the elements being like text and icons. Like as you scroll, they almost like disappear. They're so light. What do you think, baby? Do you like this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Jedi likes
it. It's
You can't mess up. How's the switch from iPhone going? It's going. I don't know where it's going, but it's definitely going. What's the top glass for? Why did people keep asking that question? I already answered that question in the other video, the unboxing video. Her hair's wet.
Yeah, because it was...
Okay.
It was...
Reasons.
Yes.
Because reasons.
No, because she took a nap and it was kind of all over.
Oh, that's
so
okay. Someone asked on YouTube, I'm sorry. So you taped it?
No, I
tamed it. I see. You're a lioness. Someone asked, have I tried the iOS 11.2 beta yet? Yep. It sucks just as much as iOS 11 and 11.1. I keep getting it caught up in my hair here, her hair. My Switch has been great. It's been a few years and never looked back. Cool. It's not Retina? Yeah, that's probably it. No, it's sharp. The text is definitely sharp. There's definitely no problems with the sharpness. What do you want to see, baby? Star Wars show?
Yeah.
There's Andy. This one? Okay, let's go full screen. Okay, you watch Andy. You keep your eye on her. I don't think it has to do with retina. That's definitely not a retina thing. It's the... careful, baby. Careful, baby. Well, we're not going to turn up the volume. She went right for the volume button. She knows what the volume means. Yeah, baby, hang on, baby. Just a little bit. Because the problem is we don't have the right to rebroadcast, okay? Try the touchscreen? Yeah, I have. Oops. This is a nice touchscreen. Yeah, it's like... I don't know. There's something with the display. It's like... I don't know. Maybe it is a refresh rate issue. I mean, admittedly, I went to a higher resolution. I went past the default resolution. But things are... Like, the Millennium Falcon, as it was flying, it was kind of a little skippy. Like, it wasn't... Like, the 20... I'd assume this is a 24 FPS video that we're watching. It looks crisp. Like, the video itself looks nice. But there's just, like I said, a little blurring. I don't know what the effect would necessarily be, but I think that speaks to the quality of the screen that it's being used. But honestly, if it means that I'm going to deal with less chop on the Pixelbook compared to the iPad, I'll deal with it. Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? That kind of effect. It's definitely not as I guess a higher quality screen as it could or should be. I really have to dive in a lot into using it and knowing where it's going to fit to know whether or not I'm actually going to be keeping it. Whether or not it's better than what I have, if what I have is even okay in the first place. Given that I don't use the iPad apart from certain use cases, you know, it's figuring out where one thing works and the other thing doesn't. And knowing that this is going to be... Oh, that's weird. Oh, you can't use... I'm just getting used to different characteristics of the touchpad. It's a little off-putting, but that's something that I think I can tweak even in settings. It's a different operating system for sure, but not bad. Clean, for the most part. I'm not seeing, you know, like I said, with the kind of jitter in iOS, I'm not seeing it so much in Chrome OS right now, like in terms of dropped frames and choppiness. I don't know what's a good app to install. What's a good one to try? I don't even know if I can easily find one. What would be a good app? A good Android app? Star Wars? Can I install that? I'm seeing if I can install the Star. Like, no files. No. Oh, whoa. It's giving me free 100 gig with Google Drive. That is Snoke. It's the Snoke mobile. It's Snoke style. You noticed it's a new car, huh?
Where is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
It's a vehicle, baby. It's Snoke. It's styled like Snoke. Yeah. So weird. 90 days of unlimited music on Google Play. Cool. And then, wow. And then 100 gig of Google Drive storage for 2 years. Okay. Wow. What? What do you want, baby? What's one? I can't see it, baby. I can't see what you're reaching for. Okay. Wow, cool. So you get a couple of bonuses there. So that's potentially 3 months worth of credit for not having to pay for Google Play. Although I don't know if that applies necessarily to family plans at all. Yeah, I got to get to using it. I got to get logged into all my accounts and continuing to use it. Because otherwise I'm never going to know how it's going to fit. My mom's 6+ recently began to display touch disease issue. Yeah, I wonder if that's, you know, I don't know if it's a touch disease. I'm not having an issue with the touch. What are you thinking, hon?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I just came to look at it.
I'll bring it downstairs. I will, as soon as I get everything kind of set up with it. I mean, it's seemingly, I mean, it's nice. It's a touch screen. Yeah, you see it's a touch screen. What, baby? I will go downstairs, baby, but I can't go downstairs right now.
When Daddy's almost done.
When you touch the screen, it does wobble. It's not like a...
Let's go
It's not a hard screen. I mean, that may be an issue for some people.
Ow.
It's okay, baby. Careful. You okay? Let's not stand on the... I don't know what she did. I've done nothing. I didn't do anything. I'm literally sitting here. She stepped on this box, but it didn't do anything. She couldn't have hurt herself. There's zero chance. She wants me. I'll be down in a bit, hon. So while I'm trying to tweak things, I've got a daughter who's not very happy right now. I think she stepped on something. Sometimes when Jedi surprises herself, she'll cry like that. Interesting. When you move your cursor over around the perimeter of the window, you get this like black band, I guess, to indicate that you can resize it from that particular angle. It's, like I said, fascinating. I'm not sure what else you want me to test outright. I think a pop-up window got her. No, I doubt that's the... I doubt that's what happened. I still blame you, Chris. You made the baby cry, you ogre. Yeah, I know. I'm such a horrible person. Yeah, wobbling is not good. You know, if I was doing a lot, I'm not doing like a lot of like touch screeny things. I'm inclined to use the mouse pad in a laptop configuration, and I assume in temp mode, it's certainly less of an issue. Star Wars website's responsive. I'm just not sure. I'd like to see what about trying an Android app. Wait a minute. What's the difference between... Oh, I see. That's recently used. What's an Android app? I accidentally launched into a hidden feature too, apparently. Play Store. Okay, so that's this is the Android app here. This has got to be Android. But Play's not too bad. Books, newsstand. I'm going to try downloading... Because I assume this is an Android app. You can't... Oh, you can resize it. Okay. Kind of cool. Okay, let's see here. What should we... Star Wars. I'm looking for the app. I'm going to try to download the app. That'll give me an indicator. But where's the app? Are you kidding me? I can't get to the app? Apps. More. The default Star Wars app cannot be downloaded? That shocks me. Star Wars Pinball 5 is there. And a handful of the games. As I get a little closer to the screen... I mean, it's definitely kind of, I don't know if it's the screen itself. It's not pure white. You almost see this tile kind of effect. At least that I can see. What's another good Android app I could try to download on here? I want to see how it works. Looks like Google Play Newsstand. Yeah, there we go. Google Play Newsstand. That's a good one. Install. That's definitely Android. Okay, so I'm installing Newsstand. Gives me the notification. There we go. Oh, and then it opens full screen. Interesting. Okay, how do I exit out of full screen? Minimize? No, that minimizes to the toolbar. It has to be in full screen? Well, that's kind of wonky. I mean, it's nice. It does work. But how can I open the Android app in... How can I open it in non-full screen mode? I'd like to use it as a windowed mode. You know? I'm not sure if that's available, though. Welcome to your library. Got it. Do y'all know if that can happen? I noticed an animation jank in this app as the graphic was loaded, which could be tied to the Android apposity of it. Yeah, I don't know. See, can I right-click? Yeah, there I can. Shelf position. Shelf position. Pin? No. Because I can't, like, drag it off to become minimized. But it's definitely an Android app. I'm definitely running an Android app on the desktop. Google Play Books came pre-installed, and that's a windowed app. I like the little Android windowed app, and the way they look if they're windowed. I'd imagine Instagram would be another example. There's Google Translate. Let's try installing Google Translate. Diana will be happy if this works. Someone says, "Wow, I truly appreciate everything you do. I hope you're spending enough time with your wonderful family. Thank you for giving us your valuable time, brother." Yeah, I do. Like all day, every day. English to Spanish, translate offline. Sure, why not? Oh, cool. Yeah, it's really neat. It's like I really like that. It's a little Android app on the desktop. Except for Newsstand. Newsstand does not want to be a windowed app. It wants to be a full screen app. Google Translate didn't want to be a full screen app. I can make it a full screen app. And then, of course, I can re-minimize it again. And then close it. It's serviceable. It's definitely going to take some getting used to, I think, in terms of, like, can you see the screen? I mean, there's really not much to see. I'm playing with my Google photos. Trying different things. Seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. Instagram is terrible on tablets. I don't see it being much better. Well, no. But Instagram here would be windowed, so I can scroll in a window. So it wouldn't be like full screen. That would be what I believe is the case. So let's try search. Instagram 4.5 free install. I'm not gonna log in or anything yet. Like like I said, I'm kind of excited to try all my things that I would normally try on this. Okay, open. Yeah, look at that. It's a little windowed app. That's so cool. I think it's so neat. I know not everybody thinks that's exciting, but I think that's very exciting. Even though I'm not seeing some things that are perfect in terms of graphic elements, it's definitely serviceable. I like that. Instagram in a little window. Come on, dude, that's amazing. If I wanted to check top keys, Chris, for a window key. Yeah, there is one. It's like this multiple window key, but it makes everything go small. Everything go smaller. Not in an individual app. There is a resize button, so we can try Newsstand and resize. No, that just makes it full screen or not full screen with the title bar. That's not really what I was going for. I know what you're talking about, but that's definitely not the case. I can't make Newsstand smaller, so I'm probably gonna uninstall it. Byron Vizato09 comes in with the first super chat. Says, do you find Action Launcher resource intensive? I installed it on my low end phone and it basically breaks it. Nova works like a charm. Still works like a charm. I guess not. If I were you, I would contact the developer about it, because Chris has been very responsive. I send him bug reports, and he usually works on fixing it. So you have to be very specific, like on a low-end phone, like what is it that's problematic, and sending him logs and describing it, and he may get to fixing it. That's been my experience with Chris at Action Launcher. I like what Action Launcher is doing. I think I like Action Launcher more than Nova. And I liked Nova. Nothing wrong with Nova at all. But, I guess in my estimation, Action Launcher just gives me the things that I'd be looking for from a launcher more so than other people might. Someone says a windowed Android app, which I'm assuming is optimized for a phone rather than a laptop, must feel like using an emulator. No, it doesn't. It's like native. They look native. Right now, I've got the Instagram app, right next to the Google Chrome browser tool, the browser. Yeah, the problem is, like I said, I haven't logged into everything or done everything and got everything set up to know. Twitter app, yeah, but see, again, I'd have to get everything set up and logged in and all that stuff. I like some stuff in Action Launcher, says JHockey17 and TLDR, that Nova doesn't have, but it works both ways for me. Yeah, it just depends on what it is that you want most out of a launcher, need most out of a launcher. I don't know what the answer is. But like I said, if you have a problem with an app, my recommendation always, number one, go to the developer. I do that all the freaking time. And it works very, very well when I have an issue, and of course the developer is very responsive. I try to use apps from developers that I know or could trust, and do report as best I can what I see happening, because, for example, today I had a problem where someone had posted on a website about a problem that it could tie into all launchers on the Android 8.1 beta, and I sent it off to the launcher guy, Chris, Action Launcher guy, and I said, hey, you may want to check this out, because this probably impacts you. And he looked at it and he says, you know, originally he thought it was just an isolated incident, but because I sent him that link, he is actually going to work to fix it so that people don't run into the problem with his launcher. So it's kind of critical that you communicate your problems to developers, even if they don't listen. And most of them won't and don't. But I still believe in telling them the problems that I'm running into, because if I don't, then the bug may never get fixed, and that to me is sad. It's when a bug doesn't get patched, a bug that I want to see get patched because I didn't say anything and nobody else says anything. You can't count on other people to say the things that you need to have addressed. And that's really, more than anything, my advice for you or everybody out there, really, because if you don't, it's weird. I'm getting like a flashing when I tap the screen with one notification for Notification Center, the screen like flashes. That's bizarre. Oh, battery is now full. That's cool. Bluetooth enabled. Boy, there's a lot of Bluetooths around here. I got a lot. The problem is I can't tell what half these Bluetooths are. Do I really need Bluetooth? I don't think I need Bluetooth. Someone asks if I'm into home automation. Yeah, it's called right hand, left hand. I automate everything with these. Byron Extreme in Discord chat says, I guess getting my Pixel 2 XL will fix that. It may just be this potato phone. That's possible. But as I said, if you're having a problem with software, report it. Jason Casto says, installed Nova on the V30. It's been great so far. Not a fan of the LG overlay. I'm not slagging Nova. I know it's got a lot behind it. They've been around for a long time. It's just that I think Action Launcher, out of all of them, has been responsive. The developer has been communicative. He's addressed bugs that I've run into. It has a few features that I really appreciate that I don't see available in Nova Launcher. And I've tried Nova Launcher even recently, and I was just really not that impressed as much as I was after using Action Launcher. I like in Action Launcher, for example, if let's see here, how am I doing on battery life? Let me go ahead and keep that there. Let me swipe that away, sorry. Got a few things I need to take care of. Delete, it's telling me I'm streaming live. Yeah, I get it. Yep, get it. Let's see here. Oops, swiped it wrong. If I can configure, I double tap the home screen and I can pull up the Google feed, which is what I'd want to do. Normally, with the Pixel launcher, you swipe right. Currently, the swipe right has a list of all the apps in alphabetical order. I have a request in for a feature to basically reconfigure that to be something else, because ultimately I've got my apps in the app drawer, right, configured, the way that I'd want to, configure them. But what's really cool is he has this concept called Quick Page. So I've got my widgets off to the right. So if I swipe right from the home screen, I have a weather widget, my calendars, the monthly calendar, layout, and then a hidden folder with icons in it. I've got the ability to tweak the Google bar, adding icons to it, tweaking the colors, etc. It works just like the Google bar would normally work. It's got a couple of widgets that I like and that I use, including one that emulates the Pixel's default widget. But I haven't. I filed a bug report that he's aware of, with weather. Apparently, weather is very. Oops, I just turned it off. I lifted it up and accidentally turned it off. Haha. Oops. It's okay. Is that gonna work? What? There we go. This was underneath, and I was like, I need to pull that out. Didn't know it would be the full screen. Yeah, LG 5 Prod, it's a part of the channel rules. Try to keep the photos that you post during live streams to a bare minimum, because they will flood chat and what have you. Let's see here. Someone else on YouTube asks, are you considering replacing your MacBook with the Pixelbook? No, absolutely not. Someone else asks, have you tried the Oreo colorizer on your Pixel XL? I've heard about it, not interested. Google's going to solve the problem. quote-unquote problem. In fact, what I did was the opposite of what everybody else did. I went to the settings and turned off vivid mode. I went back to plain, whatever color they wanted to throw at me mode, which I know is really weird. Everybody else is going the opposite direction. But I'm like, no, I'm fine with it. I don't want everything to be oversaturated. I don't want it to be oversaturated if that's not true or truer to real life. I'd rather have truer to real life colors if given a choice. The screenshot was for the key layout to help crisp full screen or move the windows. Oh no, I know how to move the windows. That's definitely not a problem. Although I am curious to know. Oh, I see. That's an interesting way of getting to the search screen. Oh yeah. But how do I turn on the keyboard backlight? Oh, is that why? When I open that up, does it go full brightness? Is that why it flashes brighter when I turn on notification? No, that's definitely not it. No, the screen still flashes at dim. Oh, yeah, all the way dim or all the way up. See, I wish I knew someone on Chrome OS or on that team to be able to report that as a bug. Ben Rees 21 says the Pixel 2 XL is tuned just like the iPhone, right? I don't know. That I couldn't. I couldn't tell you. I genuinely don't know how they've tuned them independent of each other or not. LG5 Prod says you've helped me so much over the years. It's the least I can do. It's not a problem. I'll figure these things out. I will ultimately figure them out. It's like you're trying something for the first time. Oh, cool. Cool. No, I meant to launch the Google app. Not. Not that one. I wanted the Google app. I don't know what the Google app is, but it gave me a weather notification. So I can also open this and say weather, and then it gives me the weather on in the assistant, and that's clean. Or of course I can go to Google and type in weather. It's a common request. Nice. What's nice about Chrome OS is that every new version comes out every 6 weeks. There's a new version, so I'll be able to effectively get a newer experience-ish, or at least fixes every 6 weeks. And I think, oh wow, there's a whole bunch of advanced settings, a ton of advanced settings. User prediction service. Oh, I can't turn that on without a plugin. Oh man. Automatically send do not track. I can send the do not track request. Okay, that's nice. Enable movement access. Keep Wi-Fi on during sleep. Okay, web servers to help resolve errors. Autofill settings. Well, these are a lot of features here. Power wash. Oh, cool. So wait, where's About Chrome? Okay, About Chrome OS. Check for updates. Yeah, I know I have the latest one. Version 62 was just released the other day, too. Detailed build information. So I assume they're going to be baking in, as far as Android goes. I mean, it's running, what is it, Android or Nougat. I'd assume it's going to, Marshmallow? And I've lost my alphabet. LMNO, Nougat, Oreo. For some reason, I transposed those two. To see all the apps, you can click on the icon on the left, scroll up and down for the... Yeah, I realized that. Although you can't necessarily... This I can't scroll up and down. Unless I tap on the arrow up button and then hit enter. Then I can get into the long list. And again, I'm seeing kind of flashing when I'm scrolling. Instagram, why does it say, oh, all apps, I see. It's difficult to tell what these labels are because I'm not used to, I mean, I can figure my way around, don't get me wrong. This is not unintuitive by far. Google wanted to show off with accurate sRGB. Yeah, it seems fine to me. I haven't had a single problem with it. You are doing good at videos live stream. I'm going to join Discord. Well, thank you, Michael. I'm doing my best to stick with it. I can only do it with your support. So I appreciate that. Press Alt and one of the brightness buttons at the same time to turn the keyboard backlight on or off. I just looked up how. Oh. Alt and then brightness buttons. See, that's not very intuitive. I remapped, so... Oh, no. Oh, yeah. There's the keyboard brightness. Oh, I see what someone else was saying in terms of the... Boy, that's not a very powerful keyboard brightness factor. At all. Those aren't very bright. I mean, they are backlit, but... I'll give them that they're backlit. Yeah, but that would be, I think the backlit buttons would be nice in like emergency situations only. Like I really can't see. In the dark, see, you have to be like completely in the dark and they'll be fine. Like if you're really in the dark. But like with light in the room, these are far from useful. I mean, of course, why would you need backlit keys unless you were, in the dark? So it works. Well, this Chromebook feels like a lot of Chromebooks do. A lot of Chromebooks just weren't built very well, in my estimation. That's everybody's going to have a different experience. Does it have a handoff feature? No, but I guess I saw in settings there's a beta feature for doing basically unlocking with the Android device, Pixel, like screen lock. Is one. I thought it's somewhere. I probably should have turned it on. I didn't turn it on when I could have. But it's a clean interface, generally speaking. It's definitely suitable. Like I could see, configuring this and then eliminating the iPad in terms of what the iPad does for me, because I don't use the iPad all that often. And when I do, it's just out of frustration that I see frame choppiness and I could use every app that I could use on the web, I could use on the Chromebook. So I don't know. I'm feeling that just from a software standpoint, despite all the other certain shortcomings that I've run into, it just seems that the Chromebook may be a far better solution for me, more so than the iPad. You can also sync your phone to unlock the Chromebook. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I haven't done that yet. I had a chance to do it with unlock, because you can effectively hold your Pixel phone to the screen or something, and it authenticates that way, which works for me. I mean, it's easy enough to enter in some other way, but it's fine. My cell phone has a backlight keyboard. Really? Yeah, exactly. I caught that. Hey, by the way, speaking of, not really speaking of, but do you notice the color on this video as well as the one that we did in the other channel? Do I look less yellow tonight than I did last night? I ask because I definitely tweaked a couple of things on my end. I re-white balanced. I toned something else down, like in terms of a vivid mode, so I should be more neutral again, or at least a more neutral color. Everything should be more neutral. Things may be less vibrant. They may be a bit more flat, but I think that right now I finally got this live stream camera working just fine in terms of my whiteness and the whiteness in here. It helped largely because I basically swapped out the lights in here, despite them being a bit dimmer than the ones I had in before, but these are now cool white lights. I am not like a ghost. Well, as long as, see, this is the thing. My goal with video production is like, as long as nobody complains, I've done it well. I've done it right. It's when people start complaining that, it becomes more of an issue. People keep asking me about the Razer phone. Talked about it last night. Reached out to someone today. Haven't heard back, so I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'd really like to take a look at the Razer phone. If only because of the 120 hertz. I get it. Trust me. I would love that. I would adore that. It's just not, not immediate right now. I need a ring light. A ring light? I don't wear rings. Ow. So I probably wouldn't, even if I had a ring light, I'd never wear it. And by the time I wore it, the battery would probably be dead. Zach Berjawi is here. That's awesome. You look like I'm looking at you through a Pixel 2. Really? Because, wait, is it because I'm blue? I'm not, though. This is like, this is white as white can be. That shouldn't be a blue-white. It depends on your screen, but this is definitely not a blue-white. This is a white-white on my end. And I'm seeing, from the screens that I'm seeing, or, the preview that I'm seeing, it seems just fine. That's the problem when you're talking about screens and video. There's different calibrations. You know, and it was ultimately, what drove me to that was seeing that I would be having issues with the phones. Like I'd be a little warmer than I'd like to be, and it was because of my skin tone and the white balance in this room. So effectively, that was one reason. And then I also wanted to troubleshoot live video streaming from this room. Like normally, if I pulled up the webcam, let's see here. How do I type in camera? There we go. Yeah, camera. That was pretty intuitive. And then I look at it in the preview. It's not. I'm still like incredibly bright, and I can't adjust the. I'm too bright. But I can't adjust anything in here that I can see. I don't see any settings, unfortunately. I need to see settings is what I need, but I'm white, and at least I'm closer to a skin tone. Like the curtains behind me are almost like magenta on the Pixelbook, but at least I'm not like yellow. And that was my biggest pain point with other cameras, is I would turn out to be yellow, and I'd rather be not yellow in these types of situations. But even in turning on, let's say the selfie cam, now I'm not yellow, even with the night shift mode turned on. I can see that everything looks fine, and so I don't want to be bathed as though I was yellow. Chris is his regular self. Yes, I agree. Captain Blaze just joined. Thank you. No, a ring light in your room around the camera. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I don't have a ring light because I can never figure out how to get it to work well. This is what I'm using right now. So, it should work. Can you guys see me better now? Is that better? It's definitely hard to see you. It's on. It was on before. It was just on very dim, because if I don't do it at the right level, then that's what happens. So I try to have it just enough as a front facing light, but without being too bright. So like there's it off, and there's it on. So I try to keep that reflecting blue light, that white light out of the wrong spots. So yeah, it's simply an LED bank. And even when I turned it on and looked at myself here, like on the Chromebook camera, I have to turn it all the way up, and then the red goes kind of red, but I'm still like glowing white. But if I turn it down-ish until I get to my white balance, just a little bit, just a little higher than 0, and then it just gives me enough of a splash of light. See, the thing about the camera on this Chromebook is A, it's not perfect, and B, there's no settings. It's like I need more light in the room. It's like most cameras. It can't handle high light situations. But the camera is not why you would use something like this. Maybe for a hangout, an imperfect hangout with a room that has better light. Yeah, I've been looking at Discord here. I think it's a screen that people are using. Yeah, for the most part, that's what it could be. Unless the scroll stuck. Sorry. I have a professionally calibrated display. I'm a photographer, and your white balance is spot on. Yeah. Hopefully the video that I did a couple days ago is just as nice. Now I'm Tron-like. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I already knew that was going to be overblown. I knew as soon as I turned it up. That's why I don't turn it all the way up. I have a little bit of light, and then of course I have a bit more of a reflection in my lenses right now, because I've got many screens on now, including the Pixelbook in front of me. I think I had something planned for tomorrow's video in the Chris Pirillo channel, but now I can't seem to remember what the heck it was going to be. I don't know if it's going to be an initial impressions with the Chromebook. I have a couple things written down. I know everybody's kind of moved on to the iPhone 10, and I still don't have one. No reason to get one outright, but it's quite all right. Oops, I just dropped my pen. Oops, I crapped my pants. It's an old Saturday Night Live skit. Okay, so I'm gonna circle the weather. There we go. All right, what do you have for me? It's mostly. Interesting. Oh, because I circled the word mostly. I wonder if I circle the word precipitation and humidity. Yeah, it gives you a definition. That's kind of neat. That's really neat. All right, let's see if it gets my icon. I just circled my face. Oh, can't find anything. Try tapping the mic to ask me anything. It doesn't know me? All right, let's try it. I'm going to do a search for Chris Pirillo here. I'm going to circle my face. See if it gets me. All right, oops. Is that close enough? Chris Pirillo, television host. But I'm not a television host. I'm not a television host. It got me, though. That's pretty cool. That's a nice. I like it that it does that. It knows me. It's like she knows me. She's having the fun. That's a little small resolution-wise. There we go. It's a little more comfortable. My account. Oh, neat. Cool. No one ever searches for Chris Pirillo anymore, but it's okay. Chris Pirillo, Twitter. Snappy. Snappish. Oh, yeah. I can I gotta log into all my accounts here. And then I'll really dive in and use it. Wow. That search feature is cool with the Pixel Pen or whatever it's called. Am I nearsighted or farsighted? Asks Zach Berjawi. I am nearsighted. I can't see things far away. I have to, peer over my glasses in order to see things up close. So I'm nearsighted. I can see things up close. I can't see things far away without lenses. Nearsighted. Near, far. Near, far. So that's the answer to that. Let's see here. We've got about a few minutes left, a little less than 10 minutes. I may have to, hold off on the podcast recording, although I know there's one that I have to upload again after dinner. I may end up doing a podcast recording a little later. I'll stream it from Twitch, so you can go over there and follow me there, and then you'll be notified when I start live streaming. You, of course, can sub to me for free if you use your Amazon Prime account connected to it. But I do want to eat dinner first and check in with the fam. Haven't seen them in a little while. Not something that it happens all that often. We usually spend a lot of our time together, for sure. Someone says, I haven't watched a live TLDR in a few years. Well, dude, you are in for a treat, because I'm pretty much here every damn day. Thanks in large part to the super chatters, and the one super chatter we had in tonight's stream, as well as the regular supporters Discord chat, as well as the folks who subbed to me on Twitch. Those are the people who can join Discord. So patrons and subs can join Discord. Earl says, I'll be interested to know, after you've had for a couple weeks using the Pixelbook, if you think it's worth the $1,000 price tag. Up front, I don't know if I say that $1,000 it's warranted. If it's worth $1,000, I think $500. Yeah, I think for sure. 1,000. Yeah, I'm still not. I'm not sold on that. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. Apart from it's fine. It's a laptop. It's a solid experience, but there are just some things that, like in software, that I would imagine, or even the hardware itself, it's clean. Like in terms of a design, if I were to choose a Chromebook, it would still likely be this one. But I guess I'd need a lot more time with it. The silicon has me concerned from a design standpoint of whether or not it's going to get rubbed or something in it that I can't clean off. But this is definitely suitable, Earl, and I think you would like it as a tablet user. The fact that a Samsung tablet user, because you can run the Android apps side by side with this, like on basically on the same in the same. Oh wait, hang on, my screen's not flashing when I'm opening anymore. Weird. Wonder what that is then. Huh. My screen was flashing, remember, before, but now it's not flashing. Why? What did I do differently? The keyboard thing? Oh, now it's back to flashing. So, what's that flashing? It doesn't flash with the Chrome window open. Huh. Okay. That's a little strange, but part of... No, that's not what I needed. I gotta figure out how to easily get to settings. it's just getting, like I said, getting this all tweaked is going to be, it's going to be fun. Just finding the sweet spot, finding the right spot, finding what I need. Let me see if I get flashing still. Yeah, I don't get flashing. As long as there's a window open, I don't get any flashing. The moment I close that window, yeah, then it goes back to kind of flashing. Huh. That's got to be just Blade Driver thing. We do have a super chat. Zach Berjawi comes in, says, got to pick up the slack since I wasn't here. That's okay. Tomorrow's iPhone day. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't even bother trying with iPhone videos right now. Quick settings. Click on the battery or other icon. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Click my face. Why is it flashing now? Do you see what I'm talking about? Like the screen flashes. Like the white that comes on the screen just, really, like when there's enough white on the screen, like let's say the Google homepage, it's fine. But when there's not, let's see, I wonder if there's a delta. Let's try resizing it here. Hello, welcome to Troubleshooting 101. Yeah, I don't see any flashing at all. Let's try doing just a little, just a fraction of it. Because this would tell me it's a visual bug. Yeah. That's got to be a bug in the system. Because there's hardly any other white on the screen. I basically effectively shrank the Chrome instance. Like to next to nothing. Oh, wait. Yeah, the moment I take... Yeah, even doing that kind of flashes the screen. I need to talk to other Chrome reviewers about that. Like when white is off the screen and then it comes on the screen, gradually it's fine. But if the moment it shows up, yeah, that's really bizarre, man. Bizarre. Oh, I don't know how else to explain that. I don't know what that's going to do, but how much that's going to perturb me. If it's a software issue, or is it a hardware issue? We don't know. Liz reminds me again. go.tagjag.com/free points is what you can use on iOS or Android to get, basically earn gift cards, to basically earn, points that you can convert to gift cards to pay for things that you want. Maybe even your own iPhone 10. What kind of video? I should ask you this before I close down, because everyone's going to be talking about the iPhone 10 tomorrow. I don't. Maybe I should go and give my first. Okay, what I need to do is I need to go tomorrow to an Apple store, I guess, or a place where they have the iPhone 10 and actually touch one. That's what I'll do tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow's video. iPhone 10 first impressions. I will give you my iPhone 10 first impressions tomorrow. I'll go hands-on with it. Hands-on. I will do it, because I don't have one. Trust me, it ain't going to show up either. I will not lick it. No, my God, no. Oh, my God, no. The great thing is we have options. That's right, just don't hate on others if they choose different. Of course, that works, minus the licking. Well, I'm not gonna lick a public device. I don't even like licking my private devices. Yeah, jeez. What's up with the licking? Thank God I didn't have to lick my not my MacBook, the Pixelbook. I'm very grateful I did not have to do that. So thank you for not having me lick the Pixelbook tonight. I appreciate that. From me to you. I guess the only other thing I need to say, apart from everything that I have said before, someone says, is it some form of backlight dimming, dynamic contrast? It's possible. I need to talk to a couple people that may be testing one to know whether or not it's an issue they see on theirs versus if it's software, or if they can talk to someone, if it being related to hardware or software. It's definitely, it's a little jarring. There are some things that need a bit more polish, but honestly, it's a hardware issue. That's a big issue. If it's a software issue, it can be patched. But the only other thing I was going to say is, it's really no worse than Mac OS's bugs, or no worse than Windows bugs. It's just a different kind of bug. So, what are you gonna do? Well, you're gonna try the iPhone 10 tomorrow. Someone said, I deliberately did not buy an iPhone 10 even before I knew Chris's opinion on it. I like my 8 Plus, it's solid. As for the A11 Bionic, well, still waiting for the performance to show itself. Indeed. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate all the support that you've been giving, whether it's through Super Chats, whether it's through being a sub, including new subs that have just joined the server, or being a patron of mine. You can do that as well. Easy to do. Patreon.com/Chris Pirillo or subs.twitch.tv/Chris Pirillo. They made a new thumbnail thing. Hang on. Liz needs a new thumbnail, so. Wait, hang on. Let me unplug it here. Let me get the G. Okay, did you get your thumbnail? Okay. Hopefully that worked. Okay, everybody, I love you. I appreciate you, but at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. Wow, I did it old school. May the Force be with you.